Hey guys, Mr. T-Bones here. I was asked to do the practice set from now on. So you guys will I'll do the actual math for the practice set. So this is lesson 82 practice set. Lesson 82 practice set. I already did A for you in my other lessons. Let me show you B. So I have 3x minus 2y equals 12. So I need to find the x and y intercepts and then graph them. I guess I could do that as well. So we'll go ahead and first set this to 0. So I have 3x plus 0 equals 12. Divide both sides by 3 so I can isolate that x. So that goes away, and I get x. And then 12 divided by 3 equals 4. Okay? So 4, 0 is my x-intercept, xy. If I have a little graph here, 0, 4, that's my first point. I'm going to have to go down this way too. 4, 0 minus 2y equals 12. Okay, I just turned that whole thing to 0. Oops. Divide both sides by negative 2. That gets that rid of as that crosses out. And 12 minus negative 2 means y equals negative 6. So over here, I have to actually lower this down to here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. My y-intercept is negative 6. And then what I do is I go ahead and I draw a line. I should use a ruler, but I don't have one. A line between there. Okay. And that's my answer. For C, negative x plus 3y equals 6. Okay. If y is 0, I just have negative x equals 6. So I am actually going to divide both sides, or you can multiply both sides, by a negative 1. Okay, and that's just going to flip the sign. So x equals negative 6. If negative 6 equals positive 6, then positive x means negative 6. I think I said that wrong, but hopefully you get it. So negative 6, 0 is my first point. And my second point is going to be 0 plus 3y equals 6. So divide both sides by 3. Y equals 2. Okay, so 0, 2. Now I graph that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I did this the wrong way, didn't I? Oh well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Negative 6x, sorry. And then this is positive 2. Man, I did this all kinds wrong. Okay. That would be the graph. D, we'll just hide that embarrassment right there. X plus 2y equals negative 4. So I have 2y equals negative 4. Divide both sides by 2. Y equals negative 2. So that's 0, negative 2. And then my second side is x equals negative 4. Right? Because there's no real work there. So now I have negative 4, 0. So let's go ahead and set this up. X, negative 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Y, 1, 2. Okay. if I was to find the slope on this, by the way, it's a negative slope. It's going from left to right. It's going down. I would go 2 down and 4 over. So my slope, rise over run, is negative 2/4. It's not asking for that, but since we're working on these things, I may as well. Over here, my slope is 6 over 2 up. So my slope would be 2 over 6. It's a positive slope. It goes from lower to higher. 2 over 6, which turns into 1/3. Okay, that would be my slope. Over here, it's 6 up, 4 over. Okay, so 6 over 4, which of course turns into 3 over 2. Okay, it's a positive slope because it's going from left to right up. So the book's not asking for the slope, but since we've already talked about it in class, I'm going to just add it on there. D-E. Tanisha is thinking of 2 numbers. The sum of the numbers is 5. Okay, so x plus y equals 5. If the lesser number is subtracted from the greater number, the result is 7. Okay, so if I have x minus y, I get a bigger number. I get 7. Okay. Graph this system of equations to find the 2 numbers. Okay. So what we're going to do here, this is a whole different thing than I think what you've, I guess they talk about it right here. Okay. So for all possible options, you have a number of ways of doing this, right? You could do 1 and 4, 2 and 3, 3 and 2, and 1 and 4, right? For your x and your y. But you also have a few other options because this can go negative, right? You could also have 0 and 5. You could have -1 and 6. You could have -2 and 7. It seems like this actually goes infinitely, right? This could be 0 and 5. This could be -1 and 6. This could be -2 and 7, and so on and so forth, right? So let's go ahead and actually graph this out. Over here, x plus y equals 5. So if x is 0, y equals 5, right? So if x is 0, then y is 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the same, or inverse is true. If x is 0, y is 5. Or inverse is true. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? I actually have a real ruler next to me. I think it should have one. Where'd my ruler go? Must have dropped. Okay. I'll just continue using this box. Okay, so that's my first line. Now my second line, x minus y equals 7. If y is 0, x plus 0 equals 7. Okay, so that means actually this line needs to go further. If y is 0, x is 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And if x is 0, then y is 7. Oh, that's not true. So if not true at all. If x is 0, if it said negative y equals 7, then the only option that y could be here would have to be negative 7. Okay? So negative 7, so minus negative 7 is going to equal a positive 7. That might be a little tricky, okay? If you have the equation 0 minus y equals 7, the only way that that is a positive number is if 7 itself is a negative, right? 0 minus negative 7 is a positive 7, okay? So that means that my answer isn't actually up here, it's down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So now I draw my line between the two. And it seems like my answer is right here, where these two meet, which means my answer here is negative 1 y, okay, negative 1 y, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 x. X is 6. And I can test this, right? So if I do 6 minus 1, I get 5. If I do 6 minus negative 1, I get 7. Okay, so it works. So that's a difficult sort of thing. Mr. Thibodeau's graph is probably not the best, but that's your practice set. Have a good one, my dudes.